Welcome back, everyone. Let's see what we got for power hour. Yeah, dude, this is some crazy PA. Look at those wicks. This was not what I was expecting, not gonna lie. This sort of PA. But yeah. I saw this a little late, but if I was watching this and I was trading, it was like right there. I would have been a short. Just mark it in. I didn't. Yeah, I'm not taking any trades right now, so I didn't take it, but that would have been nice. Oh yeah, that would have been a really good trade. Killed an eval, but caught that bounce back on other accounts. Nice, dude. Not nice that you killed an eval, but nice that you caught the bounce. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna happen, right? I think it's good to have multiple accounts when you're trading prop accounts. Yeah, I wouldn't really be long until we break that. We need to break that high. ES looks even weaker. Yeah, I mean, like, since bearish, or the order flow is bearish, right? So we're gonna get that type of PA. That's kind of what I'm expecting. How many points would that have been? That would have been a 14-point short. Would have been a good little scalp. Dang, there's so many trades I wanted to take today on this account, but pretty solid. I hope you guys caught some of that. Yeah, I mean, honestly, not the worst PA. Like, we got some moves today. It's not really the greatest PA either, right? I think if you're able to identify this being pretty range bound early on, you probably would have made a killing today. You don't think much will happen now? Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, so I'm not really looking to take on trades or even start a new eval or anything. Let's see. So part of the drop was okay. Yeah, but this is exactly what we were expecting, right? We're talking about how like all the volume was up here, and since there's no volume here, like once we broke this level, like this was just gonna like absolutely plummet. So it's nice that our analysis is kind of exactly how we wanted it to. Same with this distribution, right? This is exactly what you're gonna get. When order flow is bearish, this is just what you get. This would have been I think a decent short as well. Do I see any trades here? Yeah, I think you could literally probably trade this down, in my opinion, to the bottom of this macro range, like realistically. I think that's where PA is heading. I don't know if we'll have the volume to get there. I don't know exactly where a good entry would be unless something presents itself. Like right now, like this would be your high that you want protected. So if you see PA like that, that might be an entry into a short. But you never really know. Like you can have this come back up and then go down too. Yeah, in terms of entry, I have no clue right now. All I know is that my bias is short for sure. Yeah, and in the case that this does come up and break this high, and we close above this, and then I'll be long, but I feel like there's just not enough time left in the market. $609 or 609? Oh, like around here. I mean, of course, I think there's a chance. It's like 40 points. It's definitely doable, but I don't know if we'll get it. Yeah, honestly, ideally, it's probably best to lock out your account and not really take any trades right now. I am definitely not going to enter anything. I feel like this type of PA, I don't know, kind of trappy, right? You want to see this come up. Oops, I think this will just trap buys. I think anything like in this trend line here, like this downward trend line, is fair game for bearishness. How heavy do you go to pass 150k top step eval? Probably max like 8 minis. But I'll usually start the position off with like 2-3 minis on evals, like 2-3 minis, and then if the trade is really trending, and then I'll start to compound my position. What'd you say? If you were to take the bounce trade from 230, would you set your TP all the way up to 609? I would have probably looked at this. Honestly, I probably wouldn't have done 609. I personally probably would have done like this high here. I think 609 is a valid target. Where's 609? Yeah, 609 is like a valid target, but just looking at the 5-minute chart, let me get rid of some of these drawings. Okay. Just looking at the 5-minute chart, I would have been a little worried that price would have been too weak to tap this. But I would have been pretty confident to come up there. Yeah, if I caught the bounce, maybe even on this flat body candle here, I might have taken some TP. But I think it depends on how many like contracts I entered too. Ping, dude. Yeah, honestly, I was thinking about that. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. I mean, they literally trap buyers with this. Like they fake the breakout and then it literally just dumps on you. I guarantee a lot of people blew their accounts on this. Like, there's no way people didn't think this was a breakout. This move right here, like off of this structural break, like if we didn't have this level marked out, like, you know, I think we would have been pretty fooled. But we did say we wanted this broken, and we wanted this to flag above this, right? With the MAs crossing, this is the only way we would have like compounded into this long. I think it would have been pretty valid to take a long down here, right? But to compound into it, you would wanted that. Yeah, it's unfortunate that your stop got taken out though. I think you said you entered here, right? Ping. I think that was still a really valid short. It was valid until this came up, and then longs were like kind of valid. Then it was longs were valid until it rejected off this. That's pretty crazy. Just because of the time of day, I want to say this is trappy too. Like trapping longs here. Try to trade this breakout. I think that's why I almost would never long here. I would have to wait until this is broken. $25,640. Yeah, $25,640 would have been a good level too. No, I agree. Yeah, that was a really nice try at the short though. 100%. That was really good. Definitely if you missed that short, this would have been another valid point to enter. Like even watching this on the 15-second, I would short this. I would short this every day. Literally, I would just mark it in once this candle closed. I'll just put my candle or my stop above the previous candle. Yeah, target's previous low. How many points is that? 60-point scalp. Yeah, that would have been huge. I was hoping they retire. Oh, but today's death for a lot of traders. Yeah, I agree. I think if you don't have key levels marked out, and if you're just like way too biased on a direction and you're not able to adapt, like today would have killed you. Yeah, 100%. I agree. Yeah, I think I started to identify this was range bound around like, I think like here, which is a little late. I think when this was first coming down, I think we shorted it here, right? Oh, we shorted it like back here, and we were hoping for the drop. But once this came up, I don't remember if we took this long or not, but yeah, I was like pretty uncertain on the direction off these moves. And I think our eval got a little chopped up here. Oh no, our eval got chopped up here. This was the last trade of the day. But I think this move was pretty clean. I think we ate this one. Oh yeah, I ate this on my trade if I funded. It's a quick little scalp. Yeah, I think like after this, it's pretty obvious that it was range bound. And we're just kind of watching ES and waiting for ES to break out. But ES kept on getting rejected off that level. We thought this was rounding out until it didn't round out anymore. That's crazy. Yeah. So yeah, like I wouldn't long this like ever. I think especially when like order flow is bearish, right? I think order flow is like obviously bearish now. This pattern will more than likely it'll dump out. Yeah, I think we took breaks at a good time. Unfortunately, I took a break here. This would have been a good catch on like an eval or something. But yeah, you're right. Being green is all that matters. Especially when you got payout incoming. That's just what matters. Better than yesterday's PA. Honestly, even though yesterday's PA was like a clear trend, it just like wasn't a clear trend until it was a clear trend, for me at least. Like even though I like to trade trends, like this was still better PA for me. I got chopped up yesterday. Ever tried Bookmap? No, I haven't personally tried it. I have watched Bookmaps, just like streams of it, but I haven't personally used it into my strategy. That's good. I mean, this is just gonna chop until it doesn't anymore. I don't know if we'll get that drop today, but 40 minutes. $25,420 is what you're looking at. 25,420. Oh yeah, kind of like the bottom of the range. Dude, yeah, if that gets broken, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think this is the only low that I'm thinking stays protected. I don't think we can come for this low. I could be wrong, but I think that's kind of out of sight now. But I still think this is all fair game. $25.50 previous day low, yeah. Where's that? Dude, this thing's still kind of. Dude, I'm still mad about this PA. I wonder who went long here. That would have been crazy, because this is like everything says short this, you know. And I think this candle too right here at a point was like solid, like pointing down too, so this still kind of makes me mad. You will wait for 24,600 lows? 24,600, where's 24,600? Wait, 24,600? How low is that? Oh, you want this low taken? I don't think this low will get taken. I think if price ever comes down here, it's gonna like edge it and then go up. That's what I think. We'll see if price ever comes back down there, but regardless, like whether it takes it or not, like this would be a really good area to long. This 1 hour candle is crazy. There's obviously something we don't want to close under, right? Maybe it's this low. I want to see that tap 24,600 and build a base there and rally up. Yeah, that'd be nice. Ideally, that's what we want to see. That'd be a huge day. I'll probably take a pretty leveraged position if we ever get down there. Yeah, I hope you guys are also like seeing this pattern easier. It's just the way price distributes, and you'll just see it on all time frames. You'll see it everywhere. Like you can see it here. Like this is a macro, more of a macro one, and then you go to 15-second time frame. Literally in the same thing, you get it again. It's like a mini version of it. This is a really common way price distributes. So, and look how it comes up here, even on the 15-second time frame. It tries to close over this, but it just can't, so then it fails. This one doesn't even come to touch it, like it barely comes up to it, it just fails. I wonder if, did gold do anything during that? Oh, gold did. Gold dumped too. Not as much. This was definitely easier to read though. Finally get your break. Did it take this? Oh, it did. This would have been a clean short on gold, right? If I keep your stop a little less sensitive. I think if I traded gold, my stop would not be so sensitive. I think gold moves way too fast. Yeah, that's true. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. What did Bitcoin do during that? Yeah, this wasn't as clean. I think this would have been harder to see. Bitcoin is a little stronger though. It's kind of coming up out of this. I'm more than likely gonna hop on Asia session for a quick little scalp. See if I can get 150. I can take a payout. Yeah, for sure. I don't really watch Bitcoin too much. We are breaking structure though on the daily. Keeping structure on the weekly. So I definitely would say Bitcoin looks bullish right now, but I think we kind of talked about this, right? Let me go on a different chart. Bitcoin can be seeing like similar PA to the last bear market. Where are we? Oh yeah. Where like this is similar to this, right? And this is similar to this. Or like this right now. Like we're like right here. This part. Like I could see this being valid. So like this is this just on a larger scale, right? Because you need more liquidity to build this up now. This move is this move, right? Am I getting that wrong? Oh shoot, it might be up for more. Like this. I don't know, I'm just trying to make a fractal. We'll see. It's like this part. The head. Like this was like a giant head and shoulders, right? And kind of where we're at right now. Purple is like this part. I don't know. I might be pulling this out of my book, but this looks pretty fractal to me. Yeah, and once Bitcoin broke structure here, right? Which is retrace and a dump. I think in Bitcoin, same thing. If it breaks structure here, it would be some sort of retrace and a dump. How many points is this range? Dude, honestly, this is like a 10-point range still, like here to here. 15? Imagine scalping this up and down right now. Yeah, I wonder how Asia will pan out. What time is it? I mean, Asia probably continues this, right? Maybe London will take this. Yeah, or if we go up, pre-market will get this pump and dump again. Shit, I don't. I'll probably grab another like 50k eval for tomorrow, and we can work on that tomorrow. Probably try to get another trade on my Tradeify account, funded account. I wonder if anyone held this. That would have been crazy patience if you somehow caught this. I see. Yeah, I mean, in my Bitcoin backtesting, I mean, it's definitely different in backtesting, right? Because you definitely have like hindsight bias too. I was much better at catching some of these bigger moves in the backtesting, so I might have to kind of run it back. But maybe it's just December PA, like end of November PA, because PA looked so much cleaner when I was backtesting. And PA was actually so much cleaner in like October too. Wait, what day was this? November 13th. Let me see November 13th PA. So I made some good profits on that day. No. November 13. Oh yeah. Oh, I remember this. I think I caught this move. And I just compounded my way down. Well, this is how I made 11,000 this day. I need more moves like this. The 14th, minimum was 9,000. Let's see what we got on the 14th. Yeah, maybe PA was just cleaner and a little better for the way I trade. Yeah. Dude, this is the PA that I need. I caught this. I know, I remember this. I think I just marketed in. I don't remember how far I wrote it, but I definitely didn't take it all the way up here, that's for sure. Maybe I wrote it until this high. But dude, like, PA has not been that nice to me since. So that was like really, I guess it was pretty lucky that I got that type of PA right when I first opened this XFA. Kind of built that buffer out. I definitely need a little bit more PA like that. Please. Like honestly, if you had PA like that, I could pass like maybe like multiple evaluations, you know? Instead of this choppy mess. Yeah, this is kind of exactly what we expected, right? You just take your profits and run all the time. Yeah, I mean, that can work. I think if you're consistent and like just super disciplined at, you know, going break even, taking profits, right, you can absolutely stay profitable, you know? I think the risk with the way I trade, especially on prop firms, is that I could have like pretty big losing streaks. And some prop firms have consistency. So it's not like, it's really not ideal for prop firm trading, in my opinion. But it's not bad for these XFAs because you can build out the buffers on XFAs and just take the money out slowly. Yeah. I think in the long run, just as a, just not even just prop trading, but just as a trader, you really need to have those huge winning days and like even huge winning months, you know, especially if you're like swing trading. I don't know, just so you're swinging futures, you just have a lot of money. Like you need to be able to catch like these big trends. That's pretty much all I'm doing, but just on a smaller time frame, right? Like this is what I would do on Forex. I only trade Canadian dollar, but I would do you know, something really similar. I would trade on the hourly. You know, you get your sweeping candle. You know, you get your base. I have like certain entry criteria for Canadian dollar, but you know, like I would look for something like this. I usually look for a little retrace into the base, but just say I enter something like this. We look at the macro, right? I probably honestly wouldn't hold this all the way up here just because we're bearish. But just say we were bullish, like I would look like to take out this high, right? If we were bullish. And then just like on the next day, you have this break. Like I'd be adding into this. Next day you have this break. You break it on the hourly. I'll be adding into it. Like some way during that day, I'll be watching for the retrace. You know, add into it. Yeah, it's just kind of like how I trade. I like to compound my positions, but like once I find these like trending markets, the profits really stack up. The liquidity is so poor for Forex or like just foreign currencies on futures. else we got? You know, I've never traded corn. That looks terrible. That looks choppier than Nasdaq. But yeah, I can definitely try to. I don't know exactly how you trade, but I can absolutely help you like figure out ways to give you confidences to hold your positions. And whatever your entry criteria is, I think you definitely want criteria where you're compounding your winners and not just extracting all profits from it before it even gets to run. But I think the difficult part about that is, you know, identifying the ranging market and trending market, right? Because if you try to compound your winners today, you would have gotten, like, you probably would have blown up your account. This was just disgusting. So until here, this was nice. This is nice PA. Like our EMAs like widened to, this was like perfect. I think this dump just threw off the market, right? Because the market has an equilibrium, right? It could be VWAP. VWAP is probably your best like identifier for equilibrium. But you have your VWAP, right? And like here probably just goes above. Yeah, it's probably something like this, right? Your VWAP. Let's turn it on. Yeah, just something like this. So the like price is trying to find the equilibrium from the VWAP. So like order flow is bearish, but like it's not an equilibrium. So price is just like, and I think once price kind of found out where it's like trying to head, like it finally cleaned up. So I think these pre-market dumps are really messing with PA. Even today, kind of same thing. Good at your entries but not taking profits. I see, yeah. Taking profits is half of your methodology, so I think your TPs are just as important as your entries. So definitely that's something. Something to work on. I would say maybe identify which way, you know, market is going. Like if you have a bias towards like some sort of draw on liquidity, then and you see price like distribute in that direction, just say like you're so certain that this is gonna get taken, right? And you like entered up here, even though price came back up here, to like not be scared to like exit your position, but even like add back into it. Like just say you took some TP here, but it came back. But if your bias is still this, right? Like, I think you need to be confident to add into your positions until it comes down. But obviously it's different if, you know, like market structure is telling you something different, right? Like on the way up here, market structure broke. Like I wouldn't, of course, like I wouldn't add into this, but. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I would just, and like I said, trading's personal, so whatever strategy works for you, you know, as long as it makes sense, right? Yeah, market's pretty dead. It's either that or this, right? And I think for it to go up, you need some volume. So I think this will trend down. Alright, well, I think that was a quick little stream. Yeah, I was hoping there'd be a little bit more action after this move. That's why I got back on, but I think market's just kind of dry. We'll be back on tomorrow morning. Yeah, and we'll do some more printing. Hopefully either the market's better or we just trade the chop better. We'll see. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. 350, 355 algo dump. Oh man, maybe I stay on then. You've convinced me. I'll wait one more minute until it gets to 350. Oh yep, 350 algo. Algo's turned on. Oh shoot. That's the level. We're still kind of finding that, but that looks promising. The algo pump. I know, actually, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if this 5-minute candle closes above, what time is it? Yeah, maybe in the after hours it's gonna go up, which makes sense because maybe tomorrow we get another pre-market dump, right? Still risky to long, I think, on the steer over this, but there's also no time left in the day. Yeah, maybe order flow is bullish because it wiped out so many orders down here. Yeah, that's why I like this though. Like it gives you clear answers, you know. They're gonna do the dump again at 9 a.m. You know what? I'll probably be on earlier. I'm gonna watch it. I'll be streaming earlier tomorrow because I want to see if they do it again. I'm kind of curious. All right. Well, it looks like that's gonna close over. We'll see, but I'm probably gonna head off. Yeah. It's gonna be off for the day. Yeah. Take care, guys. It was fun trading today. All right, peace.